Hello friends, today we will learn how to set up Charles proxy for Android. So before that you need to install the Charles proxy. Go to charlesproxy.com/download, install the Charles proxy. Now first step is get IP from your Charles, which can be used for proxy settings. Why is it required? Okay. So how does Charles works? Charles is used for network proxying. That means from your mobile you are making server connection or a connection to the server, and this Charles works in middle. It is not installed in your phone, and it doesn't work on your phone, but your device needs to use the proxy settings for the Charles, where Charles uh, can use that proxy and check the network connection with the server. Also it can change the response or modify the response. So that's why we need to first get the IP of Charles proxy tool and put it in our device setting. So first launch the Charles, you will get some blank screen something like this, and now go to local IP address. That means first you need to go to help, then select the local IP address. So this will give you the IP address of your network. Means network in the sense that is for Charles, which Charles can use. Now copy that IP address. Now you need to set up proxy in your phone or emulator. First launch the settings, go to Wi-Fi, then select the connected Wi-Fi. In this case it's Android Wi-Fi which is connected. Select it, and the in older device, if you long press on the Android Wi-Fi, you will get option to modify the network. In some or newer devices you will get one edit option on top. So there if you click, you will get the option to modify. So you will get a drop down, select modify network, then there will be advanced option prompt. Select advanced options. Now you will be navigate to a page where you will have the proxy. By default the proxy is none, but we need to change to manual. So select the proxy as manual, then you will get a prompt like this, where you need to enter the proxy hostname port, and the hostname will be whatever we have copied from that Charles. That will be our hostname here, and port will be 8888 for Mac. So enter that host name whatever we have copied from that Charles. Enter the port. Now that is set up. Charles is set up, but in order to work, or in order to allow the Charles to read your request, we need to install Charles proxy certificate in your phone or emulator. So for that, go to help section, that will be in topmost or top bar of that Charles. Select SSL proxying, and then you will get the drop down where you need to select install Charles root certificate on a phone or device, and that will prompt you to a dialog box which will give you information regarding how to install Charles proxy certificate. So you'll get a dialog like this. So in that dialog it tells that for our emulator, uh, we, we need to browse to chls.pro/ssl to download the certificate. That means first we need to download the certificate, then we need to install the certificate. And there is separate steps for iOS 10. And now open your Chrome, try entering that chls.pro/ssl. As long you start your Chrome and try to type something, you will get a prompt that where your connection needs to be allowed by the Charles. So you need to click on that allow button to proceed further. So click on that allow button and enter that chls.pro/ssl. Yeah. Now if you see in the left side, we're getting that is that in the Charles that is allowed. Sometimes we will see that for that IP we will get a cross mark. In that case, we need to right click on that IP and there will be a drop down where we need to select the allow list to proceed further. And to download the certificate, Chrome needs the access. So set that permission. Now your Charles proxy certificate will get downloaded. And the next step is to install. To install that, just click on that certificate. So you can enter any name. You will get a dialog box like this where you need to enter the certificate name. Time being, I have put as Charles. Click on OK, and then you will get a dialog. If you have not set up any pin or lock screen, any way of lock screen in your phone or emulator, then we need to set it up, because that is mandatory for certificate to get installation. So now set up your lock screen in your phone or emulator if it is not there. If it is there, then you will not get that dialog. It will directly install. So yeah, these are the steps that how we set up. If you press OK button there in the previous dialog, then you will get the first screen. So I have continued without fingerprint, then I tried with pin. So I am trying with the setting up my phone with the pin as lock screen. So then you will get to choose your pin and then confirmation of the pin, and then there will be another message for success. And after that is done, you'll be prompted, or you will get a toast message that Charles is installed. If you can see at the bottom level, there will be some great toast where Charles is installed, it is mentioned. And there are some cases where Charles is not installed. In that case, that is because of the security issue of our device. So in our device, we need to go to the privacy mode. In settings, go to privacy or advanced settings, then check how we can install the certificate. So we can search for the certificate. If you try for the certificate, you will get that there are install certificate option is there. So when you select the install certificate, it will ask you to locate the certificate path. So from there you can select and then the certificate will get installed. So as of now we have already installed our certificate in our phone, but now when we open our app, this is my application which makes a network call to this JSON placeholder dot type code and get response from there. What problem was, we are seeing that lock screen, and if you try to expand that, then you will find that there is a message SSL proxy not enabled for this host. That means we need to enable the SSL proxy, otherwise we cannot see the request and response. And yeah, to enable the SSL proxy, go to Charles. In top you will get there is proxy settings is there. Click on the proxy, scroll down, go to SSL proxy settings. Now you need to enter the host name and password. So you can enter JSON placeholder as the host name, not password, that is port. So JSON placeholder you can put as a host, or you can put star as host and port will be star. In that case it will allow or it will enable the SSL proxy for all the HTTPS. So immediately you will get a prompt like this. So click on add button of the left side, means left side there is include section, so we need to include. That's why click add button of the include section, and you'll get some prompt where you need to enter the host and port. I have entered the star, that host as a star and port as a star to allow everything, and press OK button. Then you can see that include section that gets listed as star colon star, and press on OK button. After that you will find that there is another error we are getting, that is SSL handshake with client failed. That means and this is the problem with Android N and onwards, where by default the SSL handshake is disabled. So we need to make some code change to achieve or to make that SSL handshake connection, because my connection is trying to establish but handshaking is failed, and the note tells that you need to configure in your browser or application, and in our case it's application, configure to trust the certificate, that's Charles certificate. So now configure your application to trust the Charles certificate for debug build only, because for production or release build do not configure it, only it should work in debug build, because for the debug we want to see the network request and response, we want to modify it, but if we make that for release build, then there will be man in the middle attack. There is chances of that. To avoid that, this thing needs to be done only in debug build. So go to your application. Now create another folder inside the resource directory, that is XML, and there I have created one file that is known as that is a network security config. And if we see this is the code base that I have written for that. Trust anchors, inside that certificate source, that src equal to user, because whatever the certificate we have installed, that is user certificate. So we need to write that, and that will be under debug overrides. As it is under debug overrides, although your code is in main block, but it will work only for debug build. Similarly, there is only we need to change that debug overrides to something else to make it work for release build, but that is not recommended. And now we need to club that to our Android manifest. So in your Android manifest, inside your application tag, there will be Android tag with network security config. There put the path of this network security config. After that code change, you will find that uh, you are able to proceed further, where now we can see that our network call happened for JSON placeholder typecode.com, where the path was to do's, and then some call made to one. And now let's see what does it mean. In overview section, by default the section will be opened as overview. There you will get that response code, all those details, but we want to see more details about the response and the request. So select content tab. Now we can see the method was, it is a HTTP GET call. The path is given that to do /1, and the response was titled that whatever the title we have received, that thing we have shown in our app. So now we can see the request and response. Sometimes we will find that there will be a cross mark against this JSON placeholder after all these changes made. In that case, you need to allow list. So as we discussed before, how to allow list? So just right click, scroll down. In the dialog box, you will get that allow list menu. So select that allow list. Then you can see your network request and response. This is the way that we can enable our Charles proxy for debugging. Thank you.